Previously, in part 1 of this video, we witnessed the rise of humanity's greatest achievement, the Library of Alexandria. For 7 centuries, it stood as a beacon of knowledge, where the world's greatest minds unlocked the secrets of the universe. But no empire lasts forever, and the forces that would destroy this treasure trove of human knowledge were already stirring. In 48 BCE, the Great Library became a casualty of the Alexandrian War. Julius Caesar arrived in Alexandria on October 2nd, pursuing his rival Pompey, and subsequently became involved in a civil war in Egypt between Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy XIII. Caesar sided with Cleopatra and was soon besieged by the Ptolemaic forces by land and sea in the great harbor of Alexandria. He realized the only chance he had was to set fire to the enemy's fleet as a desperate measure, burning the entire harbor before the fire spread to the library. It was by that drastic measure that he managed to gain the upper hand. Yet Julius Caesar was remarkably silent regarding the extent of the destruction caused by the fire in the city itself. Some sources claim that during the fire incident, only part of the library's collection was damaged, but the institution survived. Others, including Strabo, the Greek geographer and historian who visited Alexandria after the destruction, reported that the main library was extensively destroyed. But the annex that was housed in the Serapeum temple was not affected. Regardless of the varying accounts and the extent of the damage, one thing is certain: a huge amount of the library's treasures were destroyed and couldn't be recovered. After the destruction caused by the fire, there came another serious threat to the library in the form of negligence and decline. As the Roman Empire grew more bureaucratic, corrupt, and less curious, funding for the library dwindled. By this time, Alexandria had become a battleground between pagans and Christians. In 391 CE, the Christian emperor Theodosius I ordered the destruction of all pagan temples. The daughter library, housed in the Serapeum, was destroyed by a Christian mob. Theophilus, bishop of Alexandria, led an attack on the Serapeum, and he himself gave the first blow to the cult statue of Serapis. His overzealous followers plundered and destroyed the entire temple. When the destruction was complete, Theophilus ordered a church to be built on the site of the Serapeum in 391 CE. But the final blow came in 415 CE with the murder of Hypatia, the last great scholar of Alexandria. She was a mathematician, astronomer, and philosopher, and she was brutally killed by a Christian extremist mob who saw her learning as a threat to their faith. They were more concerned about her pagan beliefs than her intellectual contributions and achievements in Alexandria. With Hypatia's death, the age of Alexandrian learning ended. By the time the Arab armies conquered Egypt in 641 CE, they found not a great library as you might expect, but scattered remnants of what had once been humanity's greatest treasure. So what was lost when the Library of Alexandria fell? Well, we can only guess, really. Ancient sources mention works that vanished from history, complete plays by Aeschylus, historical accounts of vanished civilizations, and scientific treatises that might have advanced human knowledge by centuries. Perhaps the library contained the cure for diseases that still plague us today. Maybe it held the key to sustainable energy, or the secrets of material science that we're only now rediscovering. We'll never know. But you know, the library's greatest loss wasn't any single piece of knowledge. It was the loss of curiosity itself. For 7 centuries, Alexandria represented humanity's commitment to learning, to questioning, to pushing the boundaries of what was possible. If records were not documented, most of us wouldn't even imagine that the first true university existed as early as 295 BC and lasted for 7 centuries. Today we face our own challenges to knowledge. Misinformation spreads faster than truth. Political forces attack scientific research. Cultural divisions threaten international cooperation. And while extreme liberal ideologies deny science and see almost everything as a social construct. The Library of Alexandria reminds us that knowledge is, well, fragile. It must be actively preserved, defended, and shared, because, once lost, it may never be recovered. Perhaps the library's greatest lesson is this: knowledge belongs to no single nation, no single culture, no single faith. It belongs to all humanity, and it's our responsibility to ensure that the light of learning never goes out again. The Great Library of Alexandria is gone forever due to miscalculated attacks, religious extremism, and ignorance. But its impact and dream live on. In every library, every university, every place where human beings gather to learn, to question, and to discover. The torch of knowledge still burns. The question is, will humanity learn from the tragedy that befell the Great Library of Alexandria? Will humanity put knowledge and enlightenment above religious and political nuances at all times? Well, time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and feel free to drop a comment.